everybody, I'm a Maddy.
Hi, I'm a Merlin, as you just saw. It's a Monday.
It's a Monday. That means weekend recap. We've got 9 stories for you guys today, and a little bit of a treat during the Twitter section. But before we get ahead of ourselves, there are people we need to say hello to. As soon as the viewers list pops up on the Twitch chat, we will be saying good morning or good afternoon, depending on where in the world they're at. So we've got a good afternoon to a Hunley, a good morning to a Mezzo Dragon, a Neil, a Panina Chan, and a Rhetorical Entertainment. We have hellos because we also have lurkers of Darius Nightshade, D Dragon, Draconeth, sorry, Electrical Skateboard, Electrical Longboard. We got a Ghost Dog, and a good afternoon to a Mariel. So we've got a whole bunch of people watching us this morning.
And Hunley, are you really sipping a lady?
Oh.
How do you do that? How do you put her in a cup?
We've got 14 people in all. Holy smokes. 14 people.
Nook's still awake from yesterday.
And how are you? You have got to sleep. You got to get some sleep, Neil.
Yeah.
You're telling a mama that you haven't slept. You need to sleep. 15 now. Yep, we're going up. 15. We're going up there. We're going up there. So over the weekend, I started slowly downloading the live streams from my Steam World to Dig 2, and started editing them and uploading them as Let's Plays on my Madness Live YouTube channel. So that started, and I found out today when I went to go find a balance on my Walmart card that somebody has stolen $200 out of it by withdrawing something from an ATM. This is a mystery to me because I haven't left this house since we got home from Gabby's ceremony.
Wow.
So it looks like I'm going to have to, let's see. I'm going to have to cancel the cards again. Yeah, I'm not very happy with Walmart services at all, because that $200 was supposed to go for fingerprint pendants and dog tags, and now I have to file a dispute claim, see if they give me the money back, so I can actually, you know, move on with getting the stuff that, you know, the remembrances for her. For the family and such, because this is stupid. I'm not happy with the way Walmart does their security shit at all, because I've never taken that much money out of an ATM.
Yeah, especially from a card like from Walmart or something like that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if your debit card and stuff like that, you're allowed to withdraw like $220 or something like that a day for an ATM.
Yep.
So,
yep. Yeah, I can't wait until we finally get on the right footing and I can reactivate my credit union. I love working with my credit union.
Have you tried clicking your heels and say there's no place like home?
I'm telling you. Ronan's back on the road. However, since we had to forego a couple of arrears payments for the child support, they're telling him he needs to pay $1,200 ASAP, or they're going to revoke his license again.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So they're still screwing him over, even though there's no child support order.
You got it, Hunley. I'll get the sniper, and you get the nunchucks.
So this coupled with the car repairs and stuff have pushed back the move date. So I don't even have a move date anymore to get out of here.
Oh, Maddy.
Yeah. It's just every time we think we have a break and we're moving forward, we get knocked 20 fucking paces back.
My pork sandwich.
I know.
No, seriously though, that is messed up, Maddy. I know how you feel. I think all of us know how you feel.
This is stupid. I am so over this at this point. It's sickening.
Oh yeah, I agree. No one should have to live like that where you are right now.
Yep. There is going to be a video on my main channel getting uploaded today that is in addition to this edited live stream and the edited coffee talk, which is going to happen tonight for tomorrow. But the title it's an op-ed piece titled "I Refuse." And it's about how I refuse the ideology of feminism and why I refuse it. It's about
awesome.
it's going to be about a 5-minute long video. So you guys keep out with that. I will be tweeting it out after it uploads and stuff like that. I got to record my voice. I tried to record it. I tried to record the audio for it this morning, but the voice was like, honey, you just woke up. You just took your first 3 sips of coffee. Come on now. Come on, honey. What are you trying to do this early in the morning?
Also, I finally wrote my very first article for the news site. So if you guys want to check it out, go over there, check it out.
Oh yeah, you've got to we got to get that link and stick it in the chat. Yep, he did his first blog post. I'm going to be trying my best to start, and I know I keep saying this and then I get busy and I don't do it.
Me too.
I'm blaming it on ADD, even though that's a cop out, I know.
That works.
That works. I am going to take the transcript from today, and I am going to turn it into a blog post, add the pictures, and that way if anybody wants a copy of the transcript of the show, it's going to start being posted on the website.
And also, I will be posting now on the news website, hopefully, on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Friday.
Yep.
For the afternoon stuff. There's a Callie. Hi, Callie.
Yep. There's a Callie. Praise Callie. And the link that I just stuck in the chat, is Merlin's article. So take a good long look at that and let him know what you think, because the articles are on a blog, so you can post your comments down below and have a conversation with us. Another way to interact with us down there. So more than one way to have fun with us and talk to us and interact with us.
Thanks, Benina. And also tonight, Coffee Talk, very important subject. We're going to be discussing Syria.
Yep. And
the countries involved, the players, the history, why are we there, and all that stuff about Syria. It's a sticky, gooey mess. So please join us tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. All right, so first tweet of the day comes from the Department of Defense, and it is, watch as the USS Theodore Roosevelt and the USS Samson and 2 Singaporean naval vessels transit the South China Sea in formation. The Roosevelt is in the U.S. 7th Fleet Area of Operations in support of maritime security operations in #KnowYourMilitary. So that is the first tweet of the day. They like to do the Know Your... Thank you for the $10, Ghost Dog. Here's some... that will help greatly. Thank you very much.
Ariel, what am I doing in Syria? Vacation.
You're right.
Vacation. I heard nice and dry. No pain on my back. Figured you'd be good for sheepdog. I was wrong.
Out of the Department of State, Ambassador Nikki Haley says, we acted to deter the future use of chemical weapons by holding the Syrian regime responsible for its atrocities against humanity. So that tweet is floating around today as well.
I love her.
Yeah.
She takes no crap. I love her.
Yep. I love the fact that all the women that he has chosen to speak for him are like, no holds barred, don't take shit. They're like, it's out there. Deal with it. We're here.
Callie, you're not supposed to tell anyone. I'm not blowing the place up. Shh. Whatever.
Top
it's
secret.
A secret sheepdog thing. Yeah.
Now we're gonna have to kill you, Callie. It's been nice knowing you.
She's too cute to kill. So she's fine.
Out of NASA, launching Monday, our planet-hunting NASA test spacecraft will fly in a unique orbit that will allow it to study nearly the entire sky over 2 years. This special orbit is key in potentially finding thousands of new planets outside our solar system. I'm going to click on this and open up a browser window to see if I can get this thing to show up so you guys can see the orbit of this. It's really freaking neat. I watched a let me see. Let me widen this up a bit. Pause this. I watched a little bit of a news conference on this yesterday, and they were explaining the differences between TESS and Kepler, and the fact that Kepler was only supposed to watch about 150 planets. TESS is supposed to find thousands and report back every couple of years, I think. Yeah. The information that's supposed to be disseminated from her goes directly to the NASA station in California, then gets shunted for verification over to MIT, and then ground telescopes get to further confirm whether they have found planets, gas giants, or other quote-unquote heavenly bodies. So here's a little bit of the video. Yeah, I love how they call planets heavenly bodies. It's just hilarious to me. But there you go.
There's
a lot of farts in
the
the
transiting exoplanet
gas.
survey satellite.
Real quick,
is NASA's newest
Mario
exoplanet mission.
Who's this Hugh Manatee? Mezzo, Merlin's going to use magic missiles. Rhetorical, I actually like this Haley Cruise to 2024.
I'll go for that.
Well, I'm a dumbass. Kelly just called me a dumbass. And Nilk says basically they got an extra run out of Kepler by using solar wind to stabilize it just by chance of how it was shaped.
Oh yeah,
solar winds. Wow.
Yep, and here's a little blurb about TESS. Here we go.
TESS, the Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, is NASA's newest exoplanet mission. Led by MIT, TESS will find thousands of new planets orbiting nearby stars. To accomplish this, TESS will fly in a special highly elliptical orbit that maximizes the amount of sky the spacecraft can image. Once TESS has launched, it will expand its orbit until it can get a gravitational assist from the Moon. This slingshot will move it into a stable orbit that is tipped at about 40 degrees from the Moon's orbital plane. TESS orbits Earth in exactly half the time it takes the Moon to orbit once. This feature helps stabilize the spacecraft's orbit against tugs from the Moon's gravity. TESS will spend most of its 13.7-day orbit observing the sky. As it approaches Earth, TESS will rotate and transmit all its accumulated data to scientists on the ground. Over 2 years, this will allow TESS to study nearly the entire sky and potentially find thousands of new exoplanets.
Isn't that freaking cool?
That's freaking cool. Dude,
it is.
That's freaking cool. By the way, Boone wants to know if there's a is Tumblr filled with some planets. Currently, I have a heavenly body. It's all dead and shit. Mezzo, the search for Tessie.
The search for
and Milk, all boosting off the Moon and in romance with the Moon. Clever.
Yep. It says, once launched, TESS will collect 27 gigabytes of data per day, searching the sky for planets orbiting stars, the equivalent of 6,500 song files beaming down to Earth every 2 weeks. The music of the stars, however, will need a bit of fine-tuning, and that's when the research and the corroborations and the confirmations come in. So yeah, it's going to be a 2-year mission, and every 2 weeks, as soon as she gets close enough, she'll transmit directly to the NASA in California for them to start disseminating the information to shunt it over to MIT. They're also going to be using ground... No, you can't use that in the Kerbal Space Program. They're going to be using the ground observatories to help confirm when TESS thinks it has spotted something. So It's going to be a coordinated effort. The difference between TESS and Kepler, obviously TESS goes further, looks at thousands of possible planets, while Kepler was still kind of relegated to about 150 to 200. That's the difference between the both of them. And there's going to be, I think, another launch of another satellite either later on this year or tomorrow. Inseminating. I didn't say inseminating, I said disseminating. Callie. Pay attention, Callie. Pay attention. Honey, I love you, but sometimes I think you need to clean the wax out of yours. Hunley, I could find Bigfoot in Walmart faster than NASA finding anything of interest. Oh, my goodness.
Good one, Hunley.
Yeah. Oh, good one. Okay, so yeah, that's... I like keeping track of NASA because it's... I've always been fascinated with the sky and the stars and what's out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool how they do that with the technology they have.
Morning, Boons.
Hi, Boons.
I have nothing to clean the wax. I said disseminated, not inseminated. Or Callie just having a bunch of Freudian penises. How am I echoing?
Slips.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool though, with the technology now determining, what's out there.
Yeah.
Even though space is infinite, so it just blows your mind when you think about it.
It does. It's completely mind-boggling. All right, let's roll this transition and let's get right into the news, as I quote somebody famous from YouTube. All right, now as always, we start out with the weather nobody likes, but everybody's stuck with. Good till April 8th. What?
By the way, Panina, the truth is out there. We don't have the music to play behind it, but yeah, exactly, Panina. The X-Files theme song. And Mezzo, the only thing larger than space is human stupidity.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has no limits.
Oh, weather? Like, really?
Yes, yep.
It's craptacular outside where I live.
It's craptacular out here, too, because I froze my butt walking Zeus this morning. The reason there is no Zeus cam is because he is not in the room, as you can see. They're just my messy bed.
Also, Kate must be snowed in.
Yeah. I know my parents are, because my mom called me over the weekend and said, "You want some of this shit? It's fluffy and white. You want some of this?" The weather is good. The weather prediction is good for till April 18th. Heavy rain and pockets of freezing rain possible today across the northeast. Rain and higher elevation snow expected along the west coast eastward into the northern and central Rockies. Another round of late season snow for parts of the plains and upper Mississippi Valley. Dangerous fire weather conditions expected on Tuesday across parts of the southern and central plains. The system that brought severe weather and heavy rainfall from the South Plains to the Mid-Atlantic will continue to move across the Northeast and New England today. Yay.
Oh, yay!
Heavy rainfall will increase the Northeast this morning as the system moves north. During the afternoon... Of course.
Yeah, don't bomb me, of course.
Right. During the afternoon, the heavier rainfall amounts will extend into New England. In addition to the heavy rainfall, pockets of freezing rain will also be possible, especially in the interior of New England.
Oh,
interior.
On.
No, interior. I don't think means you. You're on an island.
No,
interior. I think they mean.
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Most of the activity will by Tuesday afternoon. However, lingering showers and snow showers will be possible in the lower Great Lakes and interior of New England Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. It doesn't know it's spring yet. Jesus.
No, it doesn't. Ugh. Yes, insemination, Callie. Yes.
Oh, Lord. This woman.
By the way, Mario, stuck with question mark. This segment is irrelevant to me. Yeah, we know.
That's because you're across the pond. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, must be nearby because of all the moistness.
Callie, it's a winter wonderland here.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be spring. That's my protest,
Panina,
damn it.
I'm sure Panina is gloating.
I'm sure. A closed upper-level low will swing across the west coast and move inland. At the surface, the front will continue to move across the Great Basin and northwest to the central California and eastward into the Rockies on Monday. Higher elevation snow is also expected, with snowfall occurring along the Cascades and the Sierra Nevada mountains, in addition to the northern and central Rockies. By Tuesday, the upper-level trough will shift eastward and consequently shifts the precipitation across the high plains, along with the northern and central plains. However, some lingering showers and higher elevation snow will continue across the Cascades and northern central Rockies. As the upper-level trough ejects from the Rockies into the plains, snow will develop in parts of northern and central plains and will increase in intensity as it moves into the upper Mississippi Valley later on Wednesday. Temperatures will continue to be below average along both east and west coast on Monday and Tuesday. However, above average temperatures will occur from the southwest to the northern high plains on Monday and will shift to the southern and central plains by Tuesday.
Oh, no, Callie.
Yeah, weather sex, lovely. With these above average temperatures in the plains, relative humidity will be quite low and strong winds are expected. These ingredients will lead to extreme fire weather conditions, which could be dangerous and life-threatening. For more information on this, see the Storm Prediction Center, and this is from the National Weather Service. This is why I say this is not the weather we want, but the weather we're effing stuck with.
I think there's still a wildfire out in Oklahoma that's going on right now.
Jeez, yeah, we gotta keep an eye on some stuff. So what you're telling me is not enough snow.
Right.
That meme is still floating around. So what you're telling me is. So what you're saying
Callie,
is.
by the way, who's out in Wisconsin, had 20 inches. He had a 20 incher. I mean, 20 inches.
20 inch.
Damn it, Callie.
I'm sure if you said 20 incher again, her husband wouldn't disagree with you. I feel. So here is the actual weather map, and as we can see, Rhode Island and along the East Coast is just doing the rain and the thunderstorms, but the further in you go, it goes into that wintry mix and into the snow, covering Wisconsin, covering a little bit of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. So all that there. So my mom's probably going to be calling me today going, I got some more white shit. Here's some rain is... Rain and snow and thunderstorms far west. We're not going to get anything wet today, but we are going to be cold today. It's supposed to be spring. Did somebody tell Mother Nature that she's late with the spring delivery?
I tried, but she no longer follows me on Discord.
Neil, snow is when weather pulls out. Oh, Lord.
Guys.
We love our chat. And here is the temperature map. You do have some green up there, which means you're between 50s and 60s. So am I, unfortunately, because I'm right around here in this area. And then we've got the hot weather today. We're going to be jealous of the western part of Texas and the southern parts of New Mexico and Arizona.
Yeah.
Yep, and the very, very tip of Florida. And I don't think Penina's in the very, very tip of Florida. But still, all that yellow is 60 to 80 degrees. So, yeah, give us some of that hot weather. Cotton picking, dag nabbit. I'm getting tired of
it's moist up here.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of wrapping myself up in a blanket and having to turn off the heater so I can brew my coffee. It's spring! Dang it. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Boons, just the tip. I am just the tip.
Penina is the tip.
Right? Oh my God. Our chat is popping this morning.
Yes,
we love you, smart asses. Never change. All right, so come on now with the bloopers, really?
Of course it's going to happen because it's that time.
It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. 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 Okay. Here we go. Putin predicts global chaos if West hits Syria again. Don't we do it? We're not supposed to be doing this.
Yep. No, we're not supposed to.
Friday
night.
Yep.
Oh,
go ahead.
You gonna read this one?
No, go ahead. I'll read the next one.
Friday night, President Trump at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time announced that he ordered a precise attack on Syria. In the hour-long attack, both France and Britain joined in with the United States, and all 105 missiles were launched to destroy Syrians' chemical warfare capabilities. Welfare. Yeah, I'm on the welfare system.
It's Monday, we're glitched.
For you. Glitched every Monday.
Yeah, we're glitched.
They targeted and destroyed a research facility, a manufacturer plant, and a storage facility. This was in response to an April 7th alleged chemical attack in Duma. Russian President Vladimir Putin warned on Sunday that Western attacks on Syria would bring chaos to world affairs as Washington prepared to increase pressure on Russia with new economic sanctions on Monday, which is today. The Western government and its ally Russia have denied involvement in any such attack. The bombs marked the biggest intervention by Western countries against Assad and its ally Russia. The United States, France, and Britain have said the missile strikes were not aimed at toppling Assad or intervening in a civil war. French President Emmanuel Macron said on Sunday that he had convinced Trump, previously said he wanted to take U.S. forces out of Syria to stay for the long term. President Trump still wants to come home, troops to come home. That is after ISIS is defeated, and other countries in the region help and step up so the United States is no longer needed in Syria. For some reason, I don't see that happen.
I don't see that. They are. To me, they keep finding reasons to keep the troops there. We need to quit being the world police.
Exactly. Assad told a group of visiting lawmakers that the Western missile strikes were an act of aggression, Russian news agencies reported. They also quoted the lawmakers as saying that Assad was in a good mood, had praised the Soviet-era defense systems. Syria used them to repel the Western attacks, and had accepted invitation to Russia at an unspecified time. They're going to French kiss, I know they are. France, the United States, and Britain circulated a draft resolution to the UN Security Council late on Saturday that aims to establish an independent inquiry into who is responsible for the chemical attacks in Syria. The mechanism will look at cases where the OPCW fact-finding mission has established chemical weapons were used or likely used. Diplomats said negotiation on the draft resolution will begin on Monday, and it was not immediately clear when the United States, France, and Britain wanted to put it to a vote. Why didn't they do this first before striking Syria? Because it was an alleged attack. Macron, it sounds like those macaroon cookies or whatever.
Macron, yeah, Macron. Le France.
He said, yeah, oh, I can't do it. He said on Thursday that he had evidence. The United States said, yeah, we got evidence. But they don't tell us what. I guess, being a small person, in the world, we don't get the crumbs. Yeah. So, like I stated in the article, I don't know if I did or not, I believe the rebels did it because the rebels are that type of people to use their people, and I think they also have a prisoner of war as fodder. Yeah. And it's been done in the past. Palestinian does it all the time. Use them as beast shields. That's what I think, but I don't know. That's just my opinion only. I don't have the facts, so I can't say. But, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And the fact that, we have become the world police. It's like, when did we start? This is why most of the world in that particular part of the world hates us. I mean, let's not mince words here. They don't like us. They hate us because we interfere in everything.
Yep.
And when it comes to stuff like this, I'm an isolationist type of person. We can't even take care of our own people, and we're sitting here trying to police the world. It's time for us to knock that crap off and and take care of ourselves for a change.
I mean, it hasn't been since the end of the Cold War when Clinton was in office was the last time that we wanted to go with isolationism, but from that point on, after the Cold War, we became the world policeman. Thanks to Clinton. I knew a lot of my MP buddies that went over to Somalia, and that was a disaster. We failed every mission that we went out there. We failed so far. So that tells you how our intelligence community goes.
Neil, macaroon is nuts.
Ha! Ha! And yes, I am easily amused, Nightbot. Screw off.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Bugger.
We became world police after World War II, but this is not policing. This is just... Yeah, it's stupid. We went in there and we did something, along with Britain and France, without concrete confirmation of who did what.
They say they have it, but we don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were a horrible job at being the world's policeman. Look at the Korean War. We were supposed to help train the South Koreans. We didn't get them nothing because we didn't want to upset the people at home because you're giving them tanks and stuff? Oh my god, war! So, yeah, the United States have not done a good job as a world policeman. We are a fighting force. That's what our troops are for. To go in, kick ass, and come back home.
Yeah. Next story is Pentagon claims 2,000% increase in Russian trolls after Syria strikes. What does that mean? Russian bots. Oh my god, the trolls. Oh my god, the trolls. We don't have... Do we have enough bridges for the trolls? Wait. The Pentagon claimed a 2,000% increase in Russian troll activity on social media following the U.S.-led missile strikes against Syria Friday night. Spokeswoman, oh, good lord. Dana White said in Saturday's Pentagon briefing that the activity escalated during the 24 hours following the strike. The Russian disinformation campaign has already begun, White said. Oh, lord. Oh my god, you're giggling like a schoolboy. Laura Rosenberger, Director of Alliance for Securing Democracy, says her organization's Hamilton 68 dashboard has tracked a concerted campaign to present alternative narratives to sow doubt about the evidence that Assad was responsible for the chemical attack. It is good that the Pentagon is tracking this and raising awareness about it, a key step in raising our defenses, she said in an email. But it remains unclear what the U.S. is doing to combat Russia's disinformation efforts, which continue unabated in an effort to shape Americans and Europeans' debates. You're just having fun with this. On a wide range of issues, says Senator Bain Sassy, a Republican from Nebraska, said in a statement Saturday, Americans need to understand that the wars of the future will look more like this. Russia is investing significant resources to create propaganda and disinformation. The fog of war will not be limited to our situation rooms and battlefields. Our enemies will work to create confusion and distrust among Americans here at home. And yeah, I sported a couple of different accents there.
Oh, Russian bots. We'll never get rid of those Russian bots.
Hey, fuckwad.
They have warped our mind. Hey, fuckwad. Are you a Russian bot? Who's a Russian bot?
Who's a Russian bot? Heptagon. Everyone who disagrees with me is a Russian bot. The Heptagon. Pentagon. Is I Russian troll? Fuckwad.
we know this sort of shit's going to happen. But yet we have to call Russian bots. Oh my God, they're interfering. They're going to choose our next president, our next senators, and everything else because they care that much.
Right? Oh, God, these people are just, they have, the level of stupidity is just staggering.
Hi, I'm a Merlin. Russian bots.
Right? All right, let's see. Next story on the list.
Oh yeah, I gotta get serious again.
We gotta get serious again, Mr. Giggles.
Oh yeah, breaking news broke this morning. Dangerous South Carolina prison secured after mass casualty incident, officials say. One of South Carolina's most dangerous prisons was secured early Monday after a mass casualty incident involving multiple inmates at several housing units, officials said. Lee Correctional Institution was secured at around 2:55 a.m. after the incident involving inmates in 3 housing units. The South Carolina Department of Corrections wrote on Twitter. Oh, they wrote that on Twitter. Gotcha. The incident started around 7:15 p.m. Sunday. All prison staff and responding law enforcement were safe after the incident, thank goodness. In March, inmates at the prison held an officer hostage after taking control of a dorm room, the state reported. The inmates held the officer for about 25 minutes before it was secured by law enforcement. In February, an inmate was killed by another inmate in a fight. Dun, dun, dun.
Hunley. I've got it. I understand now. The Russian bots are autistic.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, nice. Yes. And these Russian bots are the new Red Scare. Panina, you are so right.
Mm-hmm. Neil, what happened? Someone get a hold of a deadly spoon? Oh my goodness!
Got me giggling now.
Right? Oh my goodness! Let me see.
And also, with the red Russian bots, if you don't disagree with the Democrats or you do disagree with the leftists, guess what? You're a Russian bot. Your count, it must be a Russian bot.
Right?
We're all Russian bots.
Bots.
Spoon shanks, best shanks.
Russian bots.
Yeah, those sporks. Neil, sporks.
Sporks.
Boon.
Sporks.
Sporks.
All right. Storms unleash tornadoes in U.S. East. Record snow in Midwest. Yeah. Deadly snow. Deadly snow. Okay, yes, I'm glitching too. Deadly slow-moving storms generated record or near-record snowfall and low temperatures in the U.S. Midwest and tornadoes further east on Sunday, leaving airline travelers stranded and thousands without power. In Michigan, about 310,000 homes and businesses were without power because of an ice storm, most of them in the southeast of the state. Large areas in Detroit are also without power, and DTE Energy said it wouldn't be till Tuesday till the electricity is restored. The worst of the snow is focused on the upper Great Lakes, with Green Bay, Wisconsin, seeing its second largest snowstorm ever after 23.2 inches fell as of Sunday afternoon. Let me see here.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. As for the twin cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, the April monthly record for snowfall, 21.8 inches, was surpassed on Saturday, the National Weather Service said. 2 tornadoes tore up trees and ripped apart homes in Greensboro and Reidsville, North Carolina, killing a motorist who was hit by a tree, according to Greensboro's city manager. Local media reported the storms stretched from the Gulf Coast to the Midwest and were moving to the Northeast and New England. Yeah. On Friday, the weather system produced 17 reports of tornadoes in Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, and Texas, with 4 people injured and 160 buildings damaged in a possible tornado in northwest Arkansas, local media reported. The weather was blamed for 2 traffic deaths in western Nebraska and Wisconsin. The storms also killed a 1-year-old girl when a tree fell on a recreational vehicle where she was sleeping. The sheriff's office in Bossier Parish, Louisiana, said, "Thank you, fuckwad." Said by Sunday night, 1,804 flights had been canceled into or out of U.S. airports. The website FlightAware.com reported, including 148 flights in or out of the Minneapolis-St. Paul airport. Damn.
Oh, drink another cup of coffee. Okay, Ghost Dog, let me do that right now.
We will.
Right. We're all Sputniks now.
We're all Russian bots.
I bet you the Russians did the storm. That's
remember,
the Russians
remember, it's Russian. Yeah, it's Russian bots, and if you're harassing somebody in a game, you're a troll. That's the way it works.
Exactly. Moose cow.
All right, here we go. This one is I'm throwing this one to Jew. The incredible edible egg.
Edible egg. More than 2 million eggs recalled over salmonella. Is it salmon?
Salmonella.
Fears. Can you post that link in the chat there, Maddie? Mm-hmm. This is the FDA announcement and all the products affected at this link if you're interested. A company has recalled more than 2 million eggs after an outbreak of salmonella was traced to one of its farms in North Carolina. The Federal Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, reported Friday that eggs from the affected farm were distributed to 9 states. Colorado, so Arthur, Florida, Penina, New Jersey, that because no one here is from there. New York, fuckwad, North Carolina, I don't know, Pennsylvania, I don't know, South Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia. And we're likely connected to 22 reported cases of salmonella infections. The agency learned about a cluster of salmonella outbreaks in multiple states last month. Their investigations led them to an egg farm in Hyde County, North Carolina, owned by Rose Acre Farms of Seymour, Indiana. The affected farm has paused its egg distribution, and the FDA urged consumers to check their purchases and avoid eating eggs that might be contaminated. Eggs from the North Carolina farm were sold to restaurants and in supermarkets under multiple brand names, including Coburn Farms, County Daybreak, Food Lion, Glenville, Great Value, Nelms, and Sunshine Farms. The egg cartons affected by the recall should be labeled with a plant number P1065 with packing dates ranging from 011 through 102. This is according to the Julian number system that many egg companies use to record packing dates. It means January 1st through April 12th.
January
CDC
11th,
estimates. Oh. Oops. We're down there. Yeah, you guys know. The CDC estimates that the salmonella infections, the vast majority of them from food, causes about 1.2 million illnesses
and we glitch.
And 450 deaths every year in the United States. Yeah, it says from January 11th to April 12th.
Yeah, you said January 1st.
Oh. Happy New Year!
Oh.
Alright guys, now it's time for some sad news, so everyone be serious for a minute.
Plays taps.
For a great Marine.
Irelia Ermey, Full Metal Jacket, Golden Globe nominee, dies at 74. Irelia Ermey, best known for his Golden Globe nominated portrayal of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman in Full Metal Jacket, has died. He was 74. Ermey's longtime manager announced the news via a tweet to Ermey's official Twitter account. It is with great sadness that I regret to inform you all that Irelia Ermey, the Gunny, has passed away this morning from complications of pneumonia. He will be greatly missed by all of us, the tweet reads. In addition to his role in Stanley Kubrick's Oscar-nominated film, which earned him a Best Supporting Actor Golden Globe nod, Ermey had several other mostly authority figure roles to his credit, including Sheriff Hoyt in 2003's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a police captain in Seven, and the voice of the Plastic Army Men's leader Sarge in Toy Story. Ermey was a former United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant, an honorary gunnery sergeant, and served as a drill instructor during his tenure from 1961 to 1972. He was stationed in Okinawa, Japan for 1 year until 1968 when he was moved to Vietnam and spent 14 months in country. His first film role occurred when he was studying in the Philippines, and he portrayed a 1st L Cavalry chopper pilot in Apocalypse Now, also serving as a technical advisor to Francis Ford Coppola. He had a series of other small roles until his casting in 1987's Full Metal Jacket. Ermey was originally meant to function only as a technical advisor to Kubrick, but when Kubrick was impressed by an instructional tape Ermey put together in which he went on long rants at extras, he instead cast him in the role of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. Kubrick allowed Ermey to improvise and write or edit his dialogue, and he said Ermey often only needed 2 or 3 takes to finish a scene, both unusual for Kubrick films. All told, Ermey had roles in some 60-plus films, as well as several voice credits, including The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Simpsons, and Family Guy. On top of his voice acting, he hosted 2 programs for the History Channel, Mail Call, in which he provided expertise on military issues, both modern and historic, and Lock and Load with Arlie Ermey, which focused on the development of different types of weapons.
I love Mail Call. I used to watch that all the time. And Full Metal Jacket is such a classic film.
Yeah.
And I love how he improvises. I mean, this man knew how to act, and he was a bad boy.
Well, I mean, you do also have to take into account that he was a staff sergeant during the time where when a Marine drill sergeant or drill instructor drilled your ass down. He broke you down.
I have to interrupt you. How dare you, Callie, call him an Army guy? There is a difference.
He was a devil dog.
Marine.
Yep.
He was a devil dog.
Exactly.
Now, I was, on the other hand, Army. Don't ask me why. I was drunk. But yeah, this man, he served our country, served it proudly. He trained future Marines. And, his acting career just took off from that. And all his roles, what he does perfectly, and that was being a Marine or anything that deals with authority or anything like that. And I loved him in every movie I've seen him in. I loved it. He was a good man.
Oh yeah, no, I used to watch when I used to catch his shows on the History Channel. He hated watermelons. I swear to God, any chance he got to shoot one, blow one up, fill it full of lead in any kind of imaginative way, it was there, and it was gone. I remember seeing the episode where they let him play around with the remote-controlled, semi-automatic shotgun robot. Oh my God. Talk about looking like he was a kid in a candy store. It was Christmas and he was 6. Holy Moses, he was excited. That smile on his face, man.
Mezzo called me, I'm a sheepdog. Yeah, I definitely love Malcolm. I love because he was good.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, there he is. But yeah, he was a good actor. I mean, he deserves deserves honor for being a Marine and what he did during that Vietnam era. And he's gonna be missed.
Yeah.
So, goodbye, Gunny.
Goodbye. All right, you can read the next one.
Of course, I get the old. I mean, Barbara. Yeah.
They were both old, dude.
Yes, I know. All right. Let's see. Australia. Oh no. Up one. There we go. No. Okay. Hold on, guys. I got it. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Former First Lady Barbara Bush. I can't even say Bush.
Reboot in progress. Please stand by.
Former First Lady Barbara Bush in failing health. Following a recent series of hospitalizations, and after consulting her family and doctors, Mrs. Bush, now aged 92, wow, has decided not to seek additional medical treatment and will instead focus on comfort care. Translation, hospice. Spokesman Jim McCrath said in a news release, she has been treated for decades for Graves' disease, which is a thyroid condition, had heart surgery in 2009 for a severe narrowing of her main heart valve, and was hospitalized a year before that for surgery on a perforated ulcer. Bush, who was at home in Houston, is one of the only two first ladies who was also mother of a president. The other was Abigail Adams, wife of John Adams, the nation's second president, and mother of John Quincy Adams, the sixth president. Bush married George H.W. Bush on January 6, 1945. They had 6 children and have been married longer than any presidential couple in American history. 8 years after she and her husband left the White House, Mrs. Bush stood with her husband as their son George W. was sworn in as the 43rd president. Her 93-year-old husband, the nation's 41st president, who served from 1989 to 1993, also had health issues in recent years. In April 2017, he was hospitalized in Houston for 2 weeks for a mild case of pneumonia, chronic bronchitis. He was hospitalized months earlier also for pneumonia. He has a form of Parkinson's disease and uses a motorized scooter or wheelchair for mobility. Before being president, he served as a congressman, CIA director, and Ronald Reagan's vice president.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were the couple of the conservative of being a conservative.
Oh yeah, and I can see how she would refuse. I can totally understand how she would, opt to refuse any further treatment, because you get tired of fighting the same diseases over and over and over again, and for them to recur and come back and come back to haunt you. I had an aunt, or no, she's still alive because she's a tough old bitch.
Bye, Holly.
All of her life, she was on the strictest of diets, not only because she was diabetic, but because she had a pituitary gland problem. And you would know when she was that she was tired of all the bull crap, because you would ask her how she was, and she would go, "To the box," which was her way of saying, "I'm ready for the grave now." I'm so sick of this shit. And there was nothing really you can say. You get tired. I think is the best way to put that.
I mean, she's 92. You get to a point where, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to go home. So, a ghost dog, I need more coffee or a bucket of cool water. I don't find Barbara Bush hot, okay? She's like too old. She's not even a cougar anymore. Anyway,
right?
Another reason not to go to Australia.
Right?
Because everything there kills you.
Deadly animals and now flesh-eating ulcers. Victoria has seen a spike in recent cases of Buruli ulcer. Doctors in Australia have called for urgent research into why a flesh-eating ulcer has become a worsening epidemic in the state of Victoria. It is a skin disease most commonly found in Africa that have surged by 400% in the last 4 years, experts say. Infections have also become more severe and spread to new areas. Doctors do not know how to prevent the disease, which is caused by a bacteria that breaks down tissue. A record 275 infections were recorded in the state last year, marking a 51% increase in 2016. On 2016.
Milk. What the fresh hell is a flesh-eating ulcer? We're getting to that now.
Yeah. What is the Buruli ulcer? A skin disease caused by the bacterium Mycobacterium ulcerans. The bacteria emits toxins that destroy skin cells, small blood vessels, and the fat under the skin, leading to ulcers forming and skin loss. The ulcer gets bigger with time and can lead to permanent disfigurement or disability. It usually affects limbs, but can also be found on the face and body. Doctors do not know how the disease is transmitted to humans, but it is believed to arise from the environment and soil. There are also theories that mosquitoes can carry the bacteria. The ulcers are difficult to treat, and patients often experience a recovery period between 6 to 12 months. Many people also have to undergo reconstructive surgery. Victorian health authorities say they have spent more than $1 million, that's £550,000, on researching the disease and have started education campaigns to raise awareness about it. Until a few years ago, infections were more commonly reported from tropical regions in Queensland, with occasional cases in other states. The disease is more commonly found in rural West Africa, Central Africa, New Guinea, Latin America, and tropical regions of Asia. In the developing world, the disease is associated with wetlands and stagnant water. However, in Australia, cases have largely been reported from the coastal regions.
Another reason not to go to Australia.
Right?
I don't know how Panda lives. I'm surprised he's surviving.
I know, right?
Maybe he's a panda. He's immune.
You think so?
But yeah, now fleshy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all set with Australia.
First, most of the deadly aminals. First, most of the deadly aminals in the world are there. Now you got flesh-eating ulcers. Jesus Christ.
And don't forget spiders. Giant flesh-eating spiders.
Yep, Mariel, another good reason not to visit Australia. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
On the list of cons. I'm not going to Australia. Don't blame you. Bears! Yep, bears.
Bears. Bears.
Yep.
The bears.
All right, here we go.
Oh, bear. Black bear cubs rescued by Virginia trooper after mother killed in crash. 2 black bear cubs have their full lives ahead of them thanks to a help of a Virginia state trooper on Thursday. The law enforcement agency said Trooper D.H. Kepelek rescued the cubs after their mother was struck and killed by a vehicle in Franklin County, located south of Roanoke. Kepelnek was hashtag just doing his job when he rescued the 2 small animals. Police posted on Twitter. The 2 cubs are now safe and sound and are receiving care at the Wildlife Center of Virginia.
Aww. Little baby bears.
Guys. Bears. The bears.
The bears. The baby bears. The baby bears are so cute.
Bears. Pandas are the only reason I would risk visiting Australia.
Right?
Of course, Callie. I can see why.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Good new bears.
Good new, yeah.
Yep. All right, now for pulling up the next segment, if I can find it.
By the way, we're breaking news. Theresa May is now making statements to the Parliament on the Syrian airstrikes. We'll have more tonight, hopefully, for you guys.
All right, here we go. And on to the shout-em-outs, because we got to shout them out.
Shout-outs!
And now for something completely different.
And because Wicks hate me.
Yep.
There wasn't an ad before we were going to this segment. There's an ad now.
Of course.
The first video to recommend is AnnaMae Renee, what it's like being a plus-size cosplayer of color. And yes, she goes into this and she responds to this video. She does it in her own practical style. And yeah, it is about the black woman that you see in the picture talking about how hard it is to be a plus-size cosplayer, quote-unquote, of color. You know, the cosplay community don't give a shit how big how big you are, as long as you're good, look good in the costume. I mean, seriously.
Hey, Numbskull.
Yeah, another person's audio figured out, and I'm here. You are an audio god, Numbskull. I swear to God, dude. All right, second video, Truth or Dare, Hilariosity Review. Get Stuckmanized with this review, where he can't quit laughing about possibly one of the worst horror suspense movies that has come out this year. And yes, it is just that bad. He says in the video that he would watch it again just so he can laugh at it again.
Come on, you can tell it was going to be a bad movie.
It is. Him and his friend actually went to go see it together, so this is actually a collaborative effort with both of them sitting in the same room talking about the movie. But it's really fucking funny. It is.
Nook saying, is she cosplaying the old Starfire for the recent Starfire that looks like a hooker? Mezzo, who was #1, by the way, for cheering, still looks better than the gal playing Starfire in the live-action Teen Titans show. And Callie, it must be so hard putting on a costume and culturally appropriating comic book characters.
Love ya. Well, look at the production company that made it. Calls me a god. Swears at me. Alright, next video that is on the recommended list is what I don't like about Irelia's Rework. For those of you that like to play League of Legends and don't really know this guy, GBay99 is an Irelia main, and he rails at... First, he has a video comparing the old and new, and then he has 3 points in this video as to why he doesn't like Irelia's Rework. And he goes, I mean, he cusses. This is an all-out rant. This is a classic rant video if I ever saw one. Seriously. He goes, he loses it.
Boone. Wife. Truth or dare? Husband. Truth. Wife. Does this dress make me look fat? Husband. Thinking. God damn it.
Yeah. God damn it.
That's so true.
Or as Sinbad would say, women, you make us men lie. You make us lie. No, man. How many times have you walked into a room, saw your lady standing in front of the mirror naked, and she turns around and she looks at you and she goes, is my butt big? And you have to look at him and go, no, the butt can be from here to here. It is a nice butt.
First time you tell the truth, yeah, your life is over.
Right? Exactly. Alright, last recommended video of the day is from Irate Bear. Free speech and Count Dankula, the government responded to me. Instead of just having people watch the live stream, he did a video. He actually wrote to the government, and this is the response and his response to that response letter. So this is a very, very interesting video to watch because he does get rather, he lives up to his name. He becomes irate. I'm aware haggis. That was quicker than expected. I have either converted a GHA officer to vaping or scarred him for life.
Sometime in the near future, where these two teens go into whirlwind adventure doing what the internet tells them to do.
Right.
And I do love Irate Bear. I love his content. He's awesome.
Oh, he is. He is really awesome. And for the Humble Bundle, this is, if you sign up $12 a month for a subscription, you get early unlocks, and you also get Kerbal Space Program, Dead Rising 4, and Ruiner coming up in May.
Ooh.
So
nice.
yeah, this is a pre-peak. This is a pre-peak. Also, the trove that they are referring to is all the past Humble Bundle subscription games that they have given away for $12 a month for the subscription. And all you got to do is click on this trove if you're a subscriber and download any of those in that particular treasure trove. So you have all that, and if you want to sign up for a Humble Bundle, yes, I am a partner. Scroll down underneath the video, click, fill it out, and they give us a little bit of green. Because every little bit helps.
Yes, it does. I want my penny.
Yeah, you want your penny. Alright, let's see here, and that's at the end of the video recommendations. Now for the live streams. As usual, the live streams at noon, starting at noon, is going probably still on the Failure Terminated channel, is going to be the Kumite. 2 p.m. Chill Out with Ren, with Wrenilations on Twitch. Ghost Poo Podcast is on Irate Bear's channel today at 5:30, all times Eastern Standard Time. Lords of the Night at 9 is on Satsu's channel tonight, followed by the Cuntstream at 11 and the night stream with Minions of the Zoo at 11:30 p.m. Now, I did have the pleasure of being invited to a Minions of the Zoo live stream Friday night, which was Friday the 13th, and we read creepypastas.
Nice.
Which was a lot of fun. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this very same Twitch channel, we are having Coffee Talk, and we are talking about Syria. The players, the tensions, the issues, and what's going on. So if you guys want to join us about a more in-depth discussion of the hottest topic out there right now, as well as concerns about what is going on over there and how it can impact us, tune in to this same channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. It's going to be Merlin and myself, and since it's Coffee Talk, up to 2 guests are also invited to join in on the discussion.
I wonder who's going to be. I'm going
to ask Mitch and see if Mitch wants to be on.
There we go. That's a good intelligent one. So, and we need one more intelligent person.
One more. Who will that other person be? You'll have to tune in at 7 to find out. Dun dun dun. Dramatic music.
And now I'm hungry.
All right, let's see. We have got a total of Fuckwad, Hunley, Mezzo, Neil, Panina Chan, Boons, Casual Callie, Cog Whistle lurking. Hi, Cog Whistle. How you doing? Draconith Electrical Skateboard, Ghost Dog, Mariel, Moobot, and Numbskull. Thank you all for watching today. And as we like to say awesome. On our Twitch channel, may your coffee ever flow, may your caffeine be ever strong, and may you have as marvelous a Monday as possible, because after all, it's still Monday.
Hi, I'm a Merlin. Hi, I'm a Merlin. God. Russian bots. All the way. Woohoo. Bye.